Ah, Sonic 1. The Sonic game that... Wait, why does this feel familiar? Created by Sonic Team and published by Sega. Hi guys, I'm Sega Gamer Rush, and welcome back to SGR Reviews. For these reviews, I'll be covering 9 aspects to a video game all to myself. The origin of a character, if I need to, a plot, the gameplay, the levels, the graphics, the music, the extras, the flaws, well, in my opinion, the flaws, and my overall thoughts. If you want to see more of these in the future, let's get this video up to 30 likes and I'll make a review of Sonic 2. Anyways, let's get on with the video. The year was 1990. Dozens of designs were made at an art contest because Sega needed a new mascot. Eventually, a design was chosen of a blue hedgehog with fangs, a quite spiky hedgehog called Mr. Millmouse. He originally had a rock band and a human girlfriend, but that was soon scrapped for a hedgehog with the attitude of Bill Clinton. Huh. Let's get on with the game itself anyways.
The plot is basically the same as the last review's ones, but since that was a half a year ago, I'll refresh your memory by playing the same plot clip from the last review.
Wait, isn't this my channel?
Bye?
Well, I guess since he left, I guess I'll play the plot clip. Here we go. Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman, has captured all the woodland creatures of South Island, putting them in robots called Badniks. See what you did there, Doctor. To help him look about for the 6 Chaos Emeralds. Yes, I said 6, not 7. This isn't my favorite version of Sonic 2, so he can achieve world domination. To after him, Sonic is a good boy and friends to the creatures on South Island. Sonic takes upon himself the challenge to collect all 6 Chaos Emeralds and stop Dr. Robotnik at his evil schemes. The gameplay usually consists of something simple, but then it can also be complex at the same time, something that other 2D platformers didn't really have. Let me tell you about this. The thing Sonic had that was different from other platformers was a little something you don't really like learning about in school called physics and gravity, more so physics. Here's an example. Other 2D platformers like DuckTales, Kirby, Mega Man, when you went up a slope, you just went up that slope with ease. As for Sonic, it's different. In Sonic,
Hello, my friends. This is me again. I want to talk to you about the gameplay.
I was talking about the gameplay, not you. I thought you said I told you to get your own YouTube channel.
I will. I just don't know what it's called yet, and I don't have time right now.
Fine, I'll talk about the gameplay myself. In Sonic, the game, we can't really just go up a slope with ease. No. Gravity is constantly against you. This meaning you're gonna have to use the physics to your advantage. By that I mean you're gonna have to gain a certain amount of speed to actually go up the slope. You can hold down on a slope to actually go faster. Considering Sonic's a hedgehog, he can roll into a ball and go really, really fast. Considering, then again, physics. The enemies in these games are called Badniks, what I showed you in the clip previously. They have animals trapped inside them, just like I also said previously. For Sonic to free these animals, he must jump, curl into a ball, and attack them. Well, basically just go into them. He can attack them from down under, the sideways, or on top of them, giving Sonic that spiky feel. If I were to talk more about physics, I'd have to actually talk about the levels. Speaking of them, let's talk about them. Green Hill Zone, also known as I'm 29 years old now, Sega, please let me die! Green Hill is quite a nice starting stage. It provides areas for you to mess around with their momentum, and I think it's a nice way to get used to the mechanics and how Sonic controls. Marble Zone's an okay stage in my opinion. It doesn't really provide much areas for you to mess around with momentum. It provides more puzzle than momentum, but it's okay in my opinion. Springyard Zone is actually quite wacky for a stage. Makes Sonic go up and down and all around in his first big adventure. We're not there yet. Labyrinth Zone is probably my least favorite stage in my opinion. It's probably even where Sonic got his fear of water from. It doesn't really have many assets from Green Hill, and it's way too booby-trapped. And speaking of the assets of Green Hill, Yuji Naka said that Green Hill was the most worked stage in the entire game. I mean, they couldn't really apply many of the assets from Green Hill into the other stages. In fact, I think one of the only stages that could come close to Green Hill's assets would be Starlight Zone. Speaking of Starlight Zone, it's actually my favorite stage in the entire game. It doesn't provide many assets like Green Hill, but to me it's fun, beautiful, and the music bops. Oh my gosh, the music. I'll get to that in a minute. Even if its bottom half of the level is very obsessed with bottomless pits. Scrap Brain Zone is a pretty neat final zone in my opinion, but the main takeaway from it was that its third act was basically a recreation of Labyrinth Zone. And that's my very brief opinion on the levels. Now as for the graphics, they were pretty good for the time in the 16-bit era. Now as for the music, you know what? I'll just let it speak for itself. Go ahead. Oh yeah, I forgot about the special stages. I'll talk about those. The special stages are these pinball-like dream thing. I don't even know what to describe them as. They're quite unbalanced to me, and I don't really think they're that great. Though I do think they have a lot of creativity with them. In these special stages, you will collect 6 different Chaos Emeralds. Once you get them all, in the ending, you will get flowers? Okay. Now, as for my flaws, I don't really like how Marble Zone and Labyrinth aren't as fleshed out as Green Hill, nor Scrap Brain, cause maybe I would have ranked those zones higher. Sadly, they aren't. I can't really include the infamous spike glitch in this one over here either, because that was kind of fixed in the Japanese version. But I played the original version on my Xbox, and yeah, that's kind of a flaw. Though the glitch was fixed in the mobile Christian Whitehead port of the game. In fact, if you want to play Sonic 1, then get the Christian Whitehead port. It's 16:9, playable Knuckles and Tails, Supersonic and debug mode. It is truly the definitive version of Sonic 1, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I forgot about the bosses. I myself am actually pretty fine with the bosses. Starlight Zone's one is probably my favorite, considering it's quite fun in my opinion. Other than that, yeah, I think that's my review on Sonic 1. If they probably took more time on their zones more, then maybe more of them would have been as fleshed out as Green Hill. But this game set Sonic on the map to become a worldwide phenomenon, and was a stellar hit back in the 90s. Hey, thanks for wasting 7 minutes of your precious time. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more in the future, maybe consider liking and subscribing and sharing this video with other people. Oh, and tell me what you think of Sonic 1 in my Discord server, considering I don't have a comment section anymore. Anyways, guys, I'm taking a rush. Have a blessed day, and God bless you all. Goodbye. Oh yeah, I also forgot to give this a final rating, 8.6, a little too much water.